Today, you're coming along as we explore one of the most historic places in the entire country. But don't worry, it's not all fun and games because we blow a couple grand on a really pricey RV life expense. We noticed something that honestly had us not wanting to tow the RV until we got it fixed.
Come with me, guys. It's not good.
And that set us back a whole $2,267. Plus, Craig tries his hand at making our fenders look new again after they got a little messed up at that truck wash we went to.
Big day today. When I say big, I mean expensive.
It is going to be an expensive day today because we noticed something that honestly had us not wanting to tow the RV until we got it fixed. It is pretty bad, and we're going to show you that in just a minute. But first, we got to catch you guys up on where we're at, what we're doing, because we've driven a lot of miles since the last time we talked. So we have made it all the way to the Colonial area of Virginia, like near Williamsburg and Jamestown, and we came over here to visit Craig's brother because he lives kind of near here. But all of the RV parks in this area that I could find, with availability, of course, last minute availability, we're charging like $60 a night plus. We found this spot that's only like $44 a night for full hookups, so I'm pretty happy with the spot we found it.
So there are some nicer areas or spots, camping spots in this campground. We just got a grass area. It doesn't have a patio. It does have a picnic table though, but there are some with like actual like whole patios, fire pits and stuff like that, and a lot nicer. Kind of wish we'd have got one of them. So we had to squeeze in between two trees. But there's volleyball. It's right on the river. There's a bunch of amenities, laundry. There's a basketball court. There's all kinds of stuff to do here. So it's super nice.
It's called Rockahock Campground. We are blinded by the sun right now. We've been having fun saying that all week. Rockahock. It's just Rockahock. It's just west of Williamsburg, about 30 minutes. So it's really good for an affordable stay if you're wanting to see all the colonial stuff, but don't want to pay like $100 a night to stay right like in Williamsburg.
Another thing we want to do today while we're out getting what we have to get done, the expensive part of our day today, but we want to go get something to shine these fenders up. I don't know, I think when we went through the truck wash, like I don't know what they used. It was supposed to just be soap and water, but they're like so dull. It's I don't know, it's weird. The whole thing needs to be washed, but these just are not shiny anymore. So I'm gonna try and get like a wax maybe, or something that removes oxidation, something to maybe try and bring the shine back out in them, because they are noticeably different. Okay, now the thing that had us scared to even tow the RV much further until we got it fixed. You gonna show them? I guess. Come with me, guys. It's not good. It's a little depressing. Last time we moved, I noticed our tires were bald. We've had them for almost 2 years or a year and a half, something like that. I think we got about 40 to 45,000 miles out of them, but they're bald. And towing the camper on them with the extra weight, it's made me nervous. And we've been like this for probably about a month now, so I'm getting them replaced now that we're close to some tire stores. Before we get the tires done though, I'm getting my hair done, because we just figured we would make the day as expensive as possible. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but Craig and I clearly don't get our hair cut enough, so we're very, very excited when we finally do get it cut. It's gonna be looking good. Ain't gonna be good as the green room though. Craig's gonna have to go all the way back to Ontario just to get his hair cut the next time. He'll go all the way back to Canada. It's a pretty far drive. Maybe we should fly. Maybe. One of the bad things about the tire issue is that if that tire blew, we don't really have a spare. We do have a spare. It's not the same size anymore. So when we got these tires put on, like shortly after we got the truck, we got new tires and we went up a size because the stock ones looked kind of like small. Well, we went up 2 sizes. Yeah, the stock ones are like, I don't know, they were really tiny looking on this truck. It's like a big truck. And which y'all probably know, you probably have a big truck as well. But we had to go up 2 sizes and they like look normal now, like they match. And but the spare, I didn't change the spare. I don't think the same size tire will fit where the spare tire is, so I don't really know what to do. Well, we might try to keep one of our old ones. Not all of them wore so bad. When we showed you, it's kind of like the worst looking one, so we might be able to keep one of those as a spare. Are we gonna see if they'll do that? Well, I was just looking it up. Also, what you said the other day was that 35s, which these tires are 295s, which is equivalent to a 35-inch tire. but you said when you looked it up was a 35 barely fit and only certain brands did. Well, a 295 is a couple millimeters bigger than a 35, so I don't even know if it's worth trying.
So we might be in the same situation where if a tire ever blows, we don't really have a spare that will work. So
it's also, to even try it out, I have to get them to take the spare down, take the spare tire off, take one of these tires off, put it on the spare, then try, and if it doesn't fit, then reverse everything and put the spare back.
That's true. Well, we're at least decreasing the chances of having a blowout by not having tires that are completely almost wore down through the tread because they're looking kind of bald.
Yeah.
All right, when I come back, I'm gonna be a new woman. I don't know if you're even gonna recognize me.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, this is my before. This is my hair looks like before. Front, back. Let's see how it turns out. Getting your hair cut as an RVer is extremely stressful because you never get to use the same people, so you just never know what you're gonna get. So we'll see how it goes.
So I just dropped Victoria off to get her hair cut. I'm going to go get the truck washed while she's doing that. Turns out there's not very many good car washes in this area. Hopefully the one I'm going to will do a good job. We'll see. So normally I try to not go through car washes that have the brush. Typically I try to do the ones that are self-serve where you do it yourself in the bay, but they don't have any of them that were close enough for me to go to, so I'm doing one with the brushes. I'm on my way back to the salon where Victoria is, and then we can inspect the truck there. The car wash did not go very well. So as you can see, the truck's still kind of dirty. It didn't get off like the main stuff I wanted it to get off. Like there's, I don't know, there's something on the side of the truck. I hoped it would got that off, but it did not. And it also left like a lot of water spots. So not so great. I mean, it is a little better than it was, but at least it's done. Got that done. The truck will be a little cleaner for them when they're putting the tires on. One of the reasons I like to do that though, before I take something in to get it done, that way I can really look at the wheels. If they scratch them all up and everything doing the tires, I'll be able to see it right away, and then say something to them while I'm there before driving away. A lot of like car repair places, if you drive off out of the parking lot, a lot of times they just won't do any, like that's it. There's nothing you can do about it after that point for the most part. It's nice to have it clean. I'll be able to see if there's anything going on with it as soon as I pick it up from them.
This is the after. What do you think? Craig's not very good at giving opinions, so what do you guys think? I know it's good. I usually get it a little bit shorter than what I actually want it so it can grow out, since clearly we never get haircuts. So I think it's good. Gets it off my shoulders. A little bit of bounce.
There you go. As long as you like it.
Now what?
Now I think we go find that stuff we want to get to try and do the fender things on the RV. And we only have an hour before we have to be at the tire place.
Sounds good to me.
We got hybrid ceramic wax, which is, it's got like a ceramic coating, but it's mostly gonna probably just be like a wax. The front of Brinkley's is painted in an automotive paint. So ideally, I should be able to use automotive products on the front of it. But also when we do the oxidation remover stuff on the little siding things, I'm assuming that it's basically going to strip all, like any wax or sealing compounds that are on that plastic off, I would think. And so you'd want to have something to put back on it to kind of seal it back up. So I'm gonna use this on that as well. But they did not have the oxidation remover here at this place, so we're going to go to a boat store like a West Marine and just get a oxidation remover from them. It should all be the same for the most part. If it's for a boat or fiberglass RV, a lot of times they can be interchanged. So we're gonna go there and check that out after we get done at the tire place.
Yes, after the tire place, because there's not enough time. It's almost time to get these tires done. So we're getting the tires done at Discount Tire. We always use Discount Tire since, I don't know, many years now, since before RV Life. It's what we used for the tires on our last RV. We used them on the truck because they have a really good warranty, like certificate from Discount Tire.
They have a good warranty if you get like a nail puncture or anything like that, I think, and you go and need your tire replaced. It ends up being like 20 bucks, I think, to replace a 400, like it's, I imagine it's gonna be like $2,000 to get all our tires done, so.
We have used this certificate multiple times. We used it on the truck once when we first got the truck, right?
Yeah.
Then we've used it on the old RV twice because a metal piece fell from our old RV, no surprise there. And basically while we were driving, gouged a hole into the tire and completely ruined the tire. That happened twice. And so we got them both replaced. So highly recommend the certificate on your tires from Discount Tire.
Yeah, it's for sure worth it.
Their prices are like competitive to any other tire place that you're gonna pay. Tires are just expensive now. So we came to get lunch because we never ever wait anywhere for anything. We always just go exploring.
Yeah, sitting there, which is another good thing about Discount Tires. They're usually around something.
Yeah, so we're trying to find food here.
All right, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna let everybody know. Five Guys is better than In-N-Out. I said it. Just gotta test the truck's ready. It didn't take too long. What did it take, like 30 minutes?
Yeah.
That's nice. So we just got the truck back and they're way more aggressive looking than I anticipated. I did look at the pictures of them and everything. These were recommended by the guy just because of the amount of use on the road. I did not expect them to be this aggressive looking. I don't know if I like how it looks so much. I mean, it's fine, but it's surprising, I guess. We went with all-terrain this time. I went with just strictly street tires last time, but we went with all-terrain this time because of boondocking. We've gotten in some places where like I had to use four-wheel drive when I shouldn't have had to, and just because I had street tires on there and couldn't get any traction, like it would struggle in wet grass because of the weight of the truck. So these should fix that.
And that set us back a whole $2,267 for 4 tires with the warranty thing.
Goodness, yeah.
Expensive day. Craig thinks we scrub a little bit less than we did before somehow.
I don't know if we talked about it before, but when we got this truck, it had a different size.
We did. They had tiny tires.
Had tiny tires.
Tiny truck tires.
Yeah.
We had tiny truck tires, and then when we put the bigger ones on it, it ended up scrubbing a little bit when Craig turns too sharp. So we were also concerned about going to all terrains if it was going to scrub even more, but
it doesn't seem to. It seems to be a little better.
All right. And this is one step. I don't even think you don't even need the other thing.
Well, if I do, well, I have it. The other one has a ceramic coating in it that I can do on the front, though.
Okay. Not totally cheap, but that's okay. We've already established that today is the money spending day, so.
I'll spend more money, like, on one of these little ham mitts that I need.
Oh my gosh. They keep disappearing somewhere. We're not entirely sure where. Headed back to the RV, and I hope we're done spending money for today, although probably not, because I don't know what we're doing for dinner with Nelson, so we might not be done spending money yet. But you guys, guess where we are going in just a couple of days. Craig is probably so excited.
Busch Gardens!
Well, we are going to Busch Gardens, but that's not what you're excited about.
So we're going to a campground. It's probably my favorite campground that we went to. I don't know, I just like the size of it, I like how nice it was, and to top it off, this is for my full-timers out there, okay? Free laundry.
There was when we went, it was kind of newer though, so I don't know if it's still gonna have it. So you're gonna have to wait and see.
Also, it's full hookups. The campground was nice. I'm saying what, past tense now. I don't know what it is now.
It's been like almost 2 years since we've been there.
And just don't look up the crime rate for the town it's in, okay?
Well, we're gonna tell you where it's at. We're gonna be taking you along on our way there.
But you get full hookups and it has a Passport America, so it's super cheap if you use that.
Honestly, you might be wondering why the heck it's Craig's favorite campground of all the campgrounds we've been to in the past 2 years, but you can be the judge of it for yourself in just a little while. So we only have a couple more days here in the Williamsburg area. So far, we've had a really good time. We did the Colonial Williamsburg pass. I do recommend getting like the 3-day pass versus just a single-day pass. because there is a lot to see. So there is this like massive area. Basically, they have reconstructed an entire town in the Colonial way. It's a living museum, so you get to do things like see the blacksmiths working. You get live demonstrations of the firearms.
Present. Fire.
Different tradesmen doing their trades in the different houses. You can tour the governor's palace, which was really cool. We got to learn a lot of the history of Williamsburg. And then we came back on the next day to see the art museum and walk around some more. It's really just too much stuff to do in only one day. And we've even gone up to Yorktown and looked at the battlefield, did a little driving tour. There's so much history in this area. So if you're a history buff, definitely make your way to the Williamsburg and Jamestown. We haven't even made it to Jamestown yet. We still have to do that. And we're gonna hit up Busch Gardens this weekend, which is gonna be lots of fun.
So we're gonna get a little dab here and we'll just do a little bit and see if it makes any difference. We'll come back tomorrow and really check it. We're just gonna buff it in. Right here looks like a good old oxidized spot.
You didn't even read the instructions.
It don't look like it's on do. Oh, it did shine it up.
Looky there. Oh yeah. You can, wait, I can't. There we go. Oh, did it? But you can see it is a difference.
Well, now I want to do more because it worked out so good.
Well, do you want to read the instructions?
Read them.
Yeah, you rub it in and let it dry to a haze, and then we wipe it off with a different one.
Well, I can just use the other end.
Or the other, yeah, well, whatever. Okay, wiping it off. There is definitely a difference between like here and here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that's more normal.
Yeah.
I think that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, you see that? You guys can see that line kinda? This is working, nice.
Really bad.
Yeah, that's bad too.
Let's try it real quick on that. I bet you'll really be able to see it on that one.
You can see here where it's shiny here, and then it gets to that haziness right here. Okay, now wipe this one off. Let's see. Oh, much shinier. Whoa, that's way better.
Actually looks like a new RV again.
Nice.
There's a lot to do, huh? I should have got one of them things that I can put on my drill and it just zzz. I didn't want to do too much because it's not washed. There's dirt on it and you don't want to rub all that dirt in. So I go spray it all off and clean it.
Tomorrow then.
Yeah, I ain't doing it right now.
We're going to Busch Gardens. And
Never been.
Yeah, first time going to Busch Gardens. It's apparently homecoming weekend here at some university that's local, so it's probably about to be packed to the brim. But it's also the, what is it called, their Hallow Scream. So we're doing daytime for the roller coasters and stuff. Craig's not riding any roller coasters, but luckily we have Nelson with us. And now I have a roller coaster partner. Nelson is Craig's brother, for those of you who don't know. Yeah, should be a fun day. And then we'll do the Hallow Scream haunted houses tonight. About to destroy Craig in bumper cars.
I don't even know what words she's saying right now. That's impossible.
Children in your party. What your head was
That was such a long day. Craig is
I'm tired. My feet are hurting.
But y'all are not gonna believe this. We're walking along in this crowded, oh my gosh, it was so packed. We're just walking along and some guy was like, oh, you guys have 2 in your party? We're like, no, we have 3. And he's like, oh, here you go. Hands us 3 fast pass, unlimited fast pass queue things. and we got to skip all the lines. We got to do all the haunted houses. We got to do multiple roller coasters. Well, me and Nelson, who's back there, got to do roller coasters, skipped everybody in line. And the lines were like hour and a half, 2 hours long. It was insane. I don't even know why he gave them to us. He just gave them to us.
I don't know, and he was wearing a hard hat.
We don't know who he was, where he came from, but it was awesome. We had a fun time at Busch Gardens, and now we're sitting here in the parking lot, probably about for another hour waiting to get out. We don't have a fast pass for the parking lot, unfortunately.
I got four-wheel drive.
Craig's thinking about hopping a curb. Well, we finally made it home. I think it only took us like a whole hour sitting in the parking lot.
Forever.
But that's it for us. We took you guys on too many adventures this week.
I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot.
And I know we promised that we were gonna get to see Craig's favorite RV park ever, but
it's too much. You gotta come back next week.
hit the subscribe button and we'll take you there.
You gotta come back.
Next
you
week.
have to. You have to.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.